allowing extra distance of fraud now. They put a catalytic converter on, makes sense. Don't dump toxic waste in the water, makes sense. Pay Al Gore and the UN money to breathe. We exhale carbon dioxide that plants breathe. Get rid of that. And a federal appeals court today upheld the first regulations ever aimed at reducing gases blamed on global warming, which they admit's a fraud isn't happening, handing down perhaps the most significant decision on the issue since 2007 Supreme Court ruling that greenhouse gases could be controlled as air pollutants. Outside of Congress, Congress said no, the lawmaking authority, but the courts said, oh, the bureaucracy run by Bush was for this, by the way, and now Obama because the banks want it. See, what the banks want, they get because they're not free market. They're monopoly men. They want health care run by insurance companies. Obama and Romney support it. They want this. Bush and Obama support it. They want it. They got it. Because what was that clip we kept playing from CNBC a few days ago? Foreign banks run America through fraud and we're their slaves, but it's a good thing. It's not a long way to the top of your bankers. You just print up fake currency, get everybody in debt to it. You just sit there like a con artist. Everybody bows down to you like money changers 2,000 years ago with Christ beating them like Salente said 2 days ago with a bullwhip. But he's a terrorist, just like George Washington, FEMA teaches us. So we've got all of that news. The rules which have been challenged by industry groups, that is, power plants not owned by the banksters who are exempt, just like in healthcare. All Obama's buddies are exempt. You got a hamburger place. In fact, let me show you a document cam shot of this. You got a hamburger place X that isn't owned by the globalist. And you know what? You're going to buy insurance company produced health care. So you're X, and you've got to buy it. So adding to the price of your hamburger, got a few sesame seeds on top of it, that's going to increase the price of your hamburger conservatively 20%. Now, you're in the equation Y, New World Order company, and you make hamburgers. You don't have to do that, so you can have your hamburger at the same price with a free thing of fries. You think that's a fair deal? But wait. It gets better here. This doesn't just stop there. IRS set up in 1913, the same year they gave us the Federal Reserve. This weird thing written where nobody can understand it, so the elites are exempt. They write the loopholes. They're going to run this, and if you don't buy the health care they say, they can change the rules under IRS however they want, always expanding it, then you get penalties and interest and money taken out of your account by the IRS. And they're the collection agency for the Fed. And they are the Rothschild El Banco. How does that sound? Yeah, sold secondhand. Conned, scammed, robbed. It's a long way to the bottom if you want to be gang raped by a bunch of foreign banks. And America does. America thinks everything's about entertainment, everything's about partying and all. The media told us, that guy's a bad guy. He says don't trust the system. Hell, everybody knows you trust the system. Sure, our founders said don't do it, but they can go to hell. 4% of the population had half the world's wealth. That's all stopping now. You take the liberty out, the oxygen leaves the room. And don't worry, once they've bankrupted everything and imploded it, the Bilderbergs do plan to take over the libertarians and sell an idea of now they're not going to be taxed as we run around in loincloths like zombies eating each other. Yeah, hotels, motels, makes you want to cry. It's a long way to the top if you want to be a globalist slave. I mean, you got to be really stupid, really gullible, and work hard to be gang raped by foreign banks. And you know what? America's like, hey, we're free because there's an eagle there on the side of the government building, and so foreign banks run us. If you're a new viewer and you're like, what do you mean they said foreign banks run America? Oh, you didn't hear? they're on CNBC. So we're slaves to foreign banks, but thank God they're there to run us. Yeah, freedom wasn't such a good idea. I agree. Foreign banks run us. How about you? Oh, yeah, I really hate freedom. Foreign banks run us. We are slaves, but hell, what else are we going to do? You know, that's the way to do it. And I came out and said, you know, oh, it is a tax to insurance companies owned by banks. Yeah. 35 million schmucks. Here we go. 35 mil. Not the illegal aliens that get free health care. Known as shuckers, known as marks, known as minions, known as whatever you want to call them. 35 mil. And, you know, I instinctively did an 8 there, which on its side is infinity. Because the raping here is infinity. Because you got these lawless crooks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're coming in. So there you go. Thank goodness Al Gore is going to protect us from what we exhale. GMO isn't a problem. Toxic waste dumping. Overfishing, none of that's a problem. Anything the bankers are doing, no problem. What you're exhaling, oh, we got a problem. That energy you're buying, we got a problem. We're going to sell you less for more, and you're going to love it because you're trendy, which means I like being gang raped. Well, not me. I see through all of this, which isn't hard to do. That's what's frustrating, and I'm against it. So now, how long is this transmission due? So I guess I went shorter than I thought. We had 2 interviews and the news. This is only an hour and 15 minutes, so I was wrong when I said over 2 hours. When I did the show before Aaron on Tuesday night, it was 2 hours and 49 minutes. So we're off an hour. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, the teleprompters aren't loading quick enough tonight, so I'm unable to talk here. Hotels, motels, makes you want to cry. Let's go ahead and go. That song is stuck in my head. You know, I've sung that song with Dave Mustaine driving down the highway. Does that make me trendy? It looks like I'm on a ship. Is that leaning? Is that an optical illusion, or is that the TV set that's leaning over there, that monitor? Yeah, no, the monitor's like over there, so I'll see that. Okay, that's it. Here it comes, the winners, everything. Straight ahead. PrisonPlanet.tv, free 15-day free trial. For God's sakes, get in there and buy something so I can hire all these reporters. Oh, man, I could really unleash these liberty lovers, but it's all up to you. PlanetInfowars.com as well. Great job of the crew. Here is the transmission.